Alright. So let's start off. These are the new phones that came out today. So this was kind of like a remake of last year when they released the S21s. They had this shape in different colors, and then this one, what they did was basically take the Note and just update the case, which is like the outside, so they still have like the flat top and bottom, the round sides, and then added the S Pen on it. So instead of making a bigger one of these, they combined it with the Galaxy Note.
And so are those cameras I'm looking at?
Yeah, so these are the cameras, and I'll show you that.
Why does a phone need 3 cameras?
Well, I will show you. So the reason the phone needs 3 cameras is one, because you have, so this is the last year. So last year, this year.
Okay.
And as you see, with they basically just took it and flattened it down, so it is more in line with the phone itself.
Okay.
So the reason why they have multiple cameras is you get different viewing angles. So you have wide, ultra wide, zoom. You have your flashlight and your sensors.
Well, you know what? I have a question for you. Okay. And it has nothing to do with phones. I heard something today
poster. So it's basically a way to sell digital content, but without you having to be someone who has to know how to market your platform. So
Okay.
it started out
Right.
with a lot of artists doing it for songs instead of them having to sublet to the music corporations. They could just NFT and sell it online, and whoever wanted to buy it, they would buy the file. So as you save the file onto your computer, they would buy that file. And then
what is the?
okay.
Go ahead.
And if it wasn't copyrighted, which is another thing, if it wasn't copyrighted, they could take that song file and add their own lyrics to it, or add a feature to it if they wanted to and make money off of it. The reason why it came along is, I believe, people wanted to bridge the gap between innovation and crypto, but also making it easy as, instead of you having to, like I said, know people to market. If I literally wanted to take this gummy bear and say, I want to sell this gummy bear, and the only way you can buy it is Ethereum or whatever, Ethereum, Bitcoin, crypto, whatever. So I'll take a picture of this gummy bear and I do a design on it and I save to a file. If the company that made this gummy bear doesn't have copyright to either color nor shape of this gummy bear, I can make money off of it, put it online, and get paid. Another thing it doesn't do is there's no taxes, because again, it's digital currency, and you have multiple ways of purchasing. So like I said, it could be music. You can record a video of you shooting a gun, or say you can record a video of you and Jason putting up your overhang. And you can take that video, and instead you have to put it on YouTube, or you have to put it on the video streaming service, you put it into a file, you put it online, and you can make money off of it.
Have you done that yet?
I have made a tweet. I haven't garnered any funds from it, but yes, I have made a tweet. I want to say a couple months ago.
The reason I'm asking that is because today I was listening to a Rich Dad podcast, and he had these guys talking about NFTs and how much it's going to blow up, and it went above my head.
Well, so, yeah, because it's like I said, you don't before. It's doing something as simple as drawing a stick figure with colors without having to know somebody to market your item.
Okay. Can you go to the Rich Dad, since you have a computer open, go to Rich Dad. I think it was yesterday. Go to the Rich Dad podcast, and the one that talks about crypto, or talking about NFTs. It was I think it was yesterday, because they're talking about paintings and art and what was it? I listened to it today. It was really interesting, because the way you're talking about it was like, he would actually reference the Matrix, where you have an NFT where you never have to buy a ticket to a concert, because depending on how things are set up, and I don't know anything about it, so I'm an old school guy. I But if something's going to blow up, it'd be nice to be on the beginning versus wait till the middle, correct?
Right. So because copyright, I can play snippets, but I can't play a lot.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, no. What I'm saying is that so I would like you to review that video,
Okay.
and then that way you can later on inform me of what's going on.
Yeah,
What time
it's
is it? 6:15?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's like I said, it's ways that somebody can profit. Like you said, okay, so a ticket. If you want to sell a ticket to a show or a game, if you think about all the ways that it's possible, it's all middlemen.
True.
NFTs allow you to do direct to consumer without the middleman.
Okay, so that would be a lot cheaper.
One, cheaper. Two, harder to do taxes on unless it's federally regulated.
Ah, okay. So right now, so this is
It's all digital.
so a defunding of the government because you can't if there's no just like cryptocurrency you can't tax something
All
that they don't have any. So it's all crypto.
It's Bitcoin,
okay.
it's Ethereum, all that. Yeah.
So if I wouldn't, so say I'm like, you know what, tax season is coming up. I want to get an NFT. What would I do to get an NFT?
So
Is there a specific thing I need to look for?
the first thing I would say is I'd start with Wikipedia and a couple sites, do some research on it. After that, I would search the items that can be made into NFTs, and I'd go from
Okay.
there. So if we're going, let's say we do, okay, let's say we go to Ethereum. Non-fungible token, a way to represent anything unique as an Ethereum-based asset. NFTs are given more power to content creators than ever before, powered by smart contracts on Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so this is just Ethereum. Okay, so NFTs are tokens that we use to represent ownership of unique items, art, collectibles, even real estate. They can only have one official owner at a time, and they are secured by the Ethereum blockchain. No one can modify the record of ownership or copy and paste a new NFT into existence. Like I said,
Okay, so it's their real estate.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a physical real estate or is that digital real estate?
From my understanding, I believe it's physical real estate that you can make into it. You can make into digital ownership.
So I could take my house, make it into an NFT.
To where the only way that you'd be able to collect value for it would be crypto.
Okay.
But again, you pass by agents, you pass by investors, you pass by the closing costs, all that stuff. Because again, it's between you and the person who's purchasing your property.
So, what is the smallest amount of currency that you need to get a NFT? Or that depends on what you're trying to get the NFT for.
Let's see. So
You there?
Yeah, I'm doing some research. So this one says about $85 right here.
So Ethereum is Ethereum a blockchain
Ethereum is blockchain, yes.
and Bitcoin is a blockchain?
Yes. So
Or is,
yeah, so it's, if you think about it, kind of like uh like a mob family. So you have the Godfather. Yeah, like a
okay.
mob family. So you have the Godfather, which would be crypto.
Okay.
You break it, and you drop down. And you have Ethereum. You have Bitcoin. You have all your other ones. So they are in the blockchain because they all have their way of shipping and receiving, income and outgoing, buying and selling.
Okay, so with that being said, is the fact that because it took Bitcoin quite a long time to actually gain traction, correct?
No,
No.
Bitcoin has been there.
Mm-hmm.
It's making you want it.
Okay,
So
so
as in let's use Apple as an example.
okay.
You have a BlackBerry from 2004, 2005,
Mm-hmm.
2006, 2007. This guy comes along talking about this new phone. Now Apple's been around since 2007 with the phones, but they've been a company for years.
So so there's Bitcoin and there's Satoshis. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
So who?
Satoshis.
Let me see.
Oh my goodness, I got the millennial checking.
Satoshi?
Yes, I might have mispronounced it
Okay, yeah, Satoshi, yeah.
because it takes X amount of Satoshis to make a Bitcoin, correct?
Right. So it's not, Bitcoin has been around. It's just getting people to want to purchase one is the thing. It's not that they weren't popular. It's that if you try and get somebody that has had a BlackBerry for years since it came out, and then you're trying to get somebody to buy an iPhone, you have to make them want it. So that's the same thing with Bitcoin. You're dealing with money for forever, different forms of currency. Now you're telling somebody that they can own something in a currency value without ever touching it. Like they can't physically touch it, but they can own it. You have to kind of get that person to understand that in order to accept the fact that Bitcoin's even there. So it's been around for a while. It's just getting people to the point of actually taking their paper currency and putting it into that and being like, okay, now I have Bitcoin and I understand what the use of it is for and, you know, how the system works.
Well, the reason why I asked that question was this. So there's a ton of different types of current cryptos out there, right? You know, there is the meme, the Dogecoin, right? There's Elon, there's Crypto, there's a whole lot. I mean, you look on crypto.com, there are hundreds of different types of crypto out there. So the question I'm asking is this, is that with the way that crypto works, as in, it's been a long time, but could a person expect the same type of return on the others or a similar return on the others because of the fact of as it grows, it will do the hockey stick where it's going to go all of a sudden spike up.
When it comes to NFTs, comes to the NFTs, each individual costs itself.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as you create one, the price basically, it's like an auction almost. So think of NFTs like any auction you've seen.
So it is so I can make an NFT off of anything.
Individual, yes, you can make NFT off of anything. Each individual NFT has its own price and it shoots up. So like just say right here, apparently somebody paid $390,000 for a 50-second video by an artist, and then another person paid 6.6 million for a video by another artist.
That's okay. See, this is why I come to you because so I need to make some videos. I mean, I need to do.
It could be a video. It could be a song. It could be real estate. You could draw a picture. You could literally draw a picture of a horse upside down with its legs as its arms and sell it as that NFT file and get paid.
So, okay, let's go so crazy. So I know a very good artist, painter.
Right.
If I was to I'm not sure if he's copyrighted, but he signs all his work. So it would be, if I made that into an NFT,
if he made one for you.
Was that?
And if he made one in your idea, like how you visually wanted to be seen and didn't copyright it, yes.
Okay, so if he gave me one, that doesn't work.
It only helps if he didn't copyright it. So basically, once he copyrights it, it's you can't get paid off of that. But if he made one to say, "Hey, I want you to make an image of a mountain climber on a mountain," he makes that in your image the way you see it and gives it to you and doesn't copyright it. Yes.
But if he's just a painter, he doesn't copyright, would that be the same thing? Or is that getting sketchy?
Because no, if he's a painter, he doesn't copyright. If he sells it to you and doesn't copyright it, doesn't put any of his information to let people know that he's the one that did that, yes.
Only thing as I have on it would be, of course, every artist signs their signature. So that would probably kill that, right?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. It can't have anything that can be tied back to him because then he's basically putting his signature on there saying, "Hey, this is mine."
Gotcha.
So as long as he made it but didn't put him on it,
never mind. Well, then okay.
So like this one right here.
Yes.
This is a picture that somebody made, and it sold.
Yes.
It sold for $3,600, and the owner asked for $16,000.
Are you serious?
Yep.
I guess I gotta pull my crayons out.